A group known as the Coalition of Southeast Youth Leaders, COSEYL, has reacted to a recent directive by the Nigerian police force withdrawing all police escorts attached to ministers, House of Representatives members, and other public office holders in the Southeast. Leaders of the group, GúArD, Ibem, who addressed the press in Owerri on Thursday, disclosed that the move will bring more problems to the country. Remove their security details will bring more problems in the country. We need to remind the National Security Council and the police authorities that political office holders are not optional but constitutional. It is mandatory that the political office holders must be protected by the security agencies paid with taxpayer monies. He added that the directive was a calculated move to expose political office holders in the Southeast to attacks by hoodlums and unknown gunmen. It is appropriate to give such directive to police command only in the Southeast and River State when the entire country is faced with the same security threats and challenges. Just 2 days ago, jihadists killed 31 soldiers in Southeast. Governor Babagana Zulum, the executive governor of Borno State, has been attacked severally by the BH terrorists, and his security details has not been withdrawn. Then, why the sudden directive in the Southeast and River State? The stern and punitive decision by the National Security Council and subsequent directive by the police force proves that the police force is paruchai in handling the serious matter in national security, he said. Wow. Withdrawal of security officers, men from the public office holders in the Southeast is a threat. Guys, do you agree with this? But why would they be withdrawn in the first place? It is their job. They have taken this job till, till they died. They can decide to die in the job. What happens to those that died in the process? What happens to them? Have they not really saved their fatherland as well? Look at what they have just done to the southeastern part of the country. Is this what they need to solve their security problems? We hear of the different incidents of our police stations burned down, attacked, their properties destroyed, but the people responsible for this are not known. There has been, attacks here and there in the Southeast, and they have been mentioning either the IPO or the ESN. But to the greatest surprise, this is what the directive given by the National Security will cause in the council will cause in the country. The police authorities have signed it and saying that the political office holders are not optional but constitutional. Yes, they are not optional but constitutional. There must be an attachment of an officer to them. Why the withdrawal? Wow. Though it is unheard of, though it is not good that these officers are being killed in their process, in the discharge of their duty. It is not good that they are being killed in the process. Maybe that is why the Nigerian police force is withdrawing all police escorts attached to ministers, House of Representatives members, and other public holders, office holders in the southeast. Is that the way out? Then, who will be guiding them? Who will be escorting them? And that is why the COSEYL said that even though they are being attacked in Borno State, that is Governor Zulum, the escorts were not withdrawn. We have heard of different incidents whereby the escorts, some of his policemen were killed, and yet they did not withdraw from him any escort. Why the Southeast? Are they trying to discriminate? Is this a sign, a kind of discrimination that is going on in the Southeast? Are they trying to, separate the Southeast from other regions? Are they trying to remove them from remove their own rights from the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Let's see what people have to say. Do you guys really agree with what the Police Council have just said? Okay, Abdulaziz said rather, it's constitutional, but your people are killing them and burning police stations. Why don't you advise them to stop wrongdoing? If not, killing and burning police stations and politicians are not against them just because they want second or more tenure. To me, it is better police to save the lives of the people for their children and wives. Okay? Do you agree with Abdulaziz? He's saying that it is advisable that the police should go. It's advisable to withdraw them because they are being killed. Police stations are being burned down in the southeast. It is not the way out. Kasi said, Southeast governors and River State governor, there is no ill in this withdrawal. Rather, it is a go-ahead order to form your own security details, which you can trust, and direct them, the one being controlled from somewhere. I see it as an approval of what is being sought for formally. Well, it is easier said than done. The Southeast governors have not really accepted the ESN. You see where the problem is now? Assuming they've accepted them or accept the fact that it is being launched by Nnamdi Kanu, it would have been a better option for them to just take ESN as their own escorts or as their own police officers. But now, what would they do? If their escorts, their police, officers are being withdrawn from them, then tell me what will be their fate. What will they do? Won't they be exposed to dangers here and there? Not even now that the country is witnessing many problems of insecurity. Okay, another one said, Daniel said, I advise the Igbo leaders should adopt ESN and start using them for protection against the enemy of Igbo as fast as possible. Well, it is a good advice and it is very simple. It is in their own advantage if they can take the ESN as their own security. It is high time for them to accept them. They cannot keep pushing them away, throwing them away, or doing all sorts with the ESN just because they do not want to accept them. Just because they have tagged them, the federal government has tagged them as terrorists. Now it is a good option for the Southeast governors and the public office holders to adopt these people, to take them back and use them as their security agencies. Let's know what your takes are on this news story, and I will see you on the other news. Bye for now.